And welcome into Week 5 of Friday Night Lights. So glad to have you in our huddle. I'm Scott Gross.
And I'm Chaz Messman. It's rivalry week across Yuma, and Gila Ridge was invading Cibola, looking to keep the Warhammer Trophy for a second straight year.
That's right. It's pretty big deal.
Yes,
and
it
the
is.
Hawks have won the past 2 of 3 matchups in that one. Cibola holds the overall edge according to Cibola AD David Robinson. But first, in what we hope doesn't turn out to be an undercooked hors d'oeuvre,
That's a big word.
the longest standing rivalry in Yuma.
Yuma versus Kofa. The Criminals and Kings date back all the way to 1961, and Yuma won that first game 6-0.
That's right. It's a no-tie Friday here for Chaz. Hey, out of the 62 head-to-head meetings, the Crims hold a 36-26 edge, including 8 of the last 10 and 5 wins in a row heading into tonight. So let's get it on. The Kofa band out in full force at Palak Field with Yuma senior captain Reggie Antone firing up his Criminal teammates. Kofa head coach Pablo Cota looking to get his Kings back in the win column. After a Kofa punt, Crims on the move. Reggie Antone slings to his right. Nick Amador with some slippery moves before taken down by Isaiah Luna short of the goal line. Moments later, following a Yuma penalty, Antone fires to Amador to the left side, and Amador scampers into the end zone. Extra point is good. Crims up 7-0. After another short Kofa punt, Crims in business again. Check out Shamar Morales with the tough run, dragging Kings with him near the Kofa 20-yard line. Now, under 3 minutes left in the first, Antone will roll right. Check this out. Throws on the run, finds Morales, who does the rest. Again, Kings taking Kings with him, I should say. Extra point good, 14-0 Crims in the first. On the Yuma kickoff, it's a short one fielded by Dominic Colacion, and a sophomore showing off his moves. Nice return. Kofa showing some signs of life. Junior quarterback Jose Galaviz rolls right, fires down to guess who? Colacion again. Great catch by the sophomore. Nice camera work as well by the camera guy. First down Kings. Galaviz looking to hit it and throwing deep to Isaiah Luna. Intercepted by Yuma's Jaden Anderson. That was the kind of night it was for the Kings. Yuma wins the 65th meeting between the two schools by a score of 49-0.
Now to Raider Field in the Battle of the Warhammer Trophy. The Gila Ridge Hawks flew over to Cibola High School to take on the Raiders, both looking for their first win of the season. So let's see who took this one home. We'll start at the start of the game. The Raiders' first drive, quarterback Andrew McNair steps back and throws it, but it's going to be intercepted by Richard Bean. The Hawks get the ball on the 20. Gila Ridge now on 4th down. Looks like they're going to run, but oh no, wait, Steven Navas has it, and he finds a wide open receiver who makes his way into the end zone for the touchdown. 2-point conversion is good. Hawks up 8-0. But this fuels the Raiders on the kickoff return. It's Devin Burris finding a hole. He turns on the Jets and takes it all the way to the house. Kickoff return for the Raiders. Then they complete their 2-point conversion. So it's back with the quarterback keeper. And they're going to tie the game up at 8. Still in the first half. Now Hawks down on the 42. Navas is going to go long, and Jacob Arcides is there for the catch. And Ricardo Bravo brings him down at the 5. Is it going to be deja vu from the first touchdown with the fake handoff going into the end zone? It's wide open, but this time it'll be Presley Cavett. And once again, they're going to complete the 2-point conversion, putting them ahead 16-8. And the Raiders could not find their way back into this one. They take a big loss, 52-26.
To Ricky Gwynn Stadium in Shamrock, faithful out for the Yuma Catholic home opener against the Thatcher Eagles. Last time these two teams played was back in 2020. It was a 43-20 win for the Shamrocks in the state playoffs. We pick up the action in the second quarter. Rocks up 14-6. Nash Ott with the give to Tate Ford, and the senior with a nice run for the Shamrocks first down. Moments later, more of the same. Again, the give to Ford, and a nice cutback after he gets by the line, and he is loose. A 31-yard scamper for the touchdown. Tate Ford is 8th of the year. Rocks had the extra point. They take a 21-6 lead. Rocks defense would force a punt. Nash Ott on offense back on the field, back to work. Ott slings to his right. Junior Hunter Hancock with the catch, breaks a tackle, turns on the Jets, breaks another tackle. Then it's finally hog-tied after the big gain. Now with under 2 minutes left in the half, Ott finds Sir Stokes, and yes, sir, Stokes is off to the races and finally going to be pushed out near the Eagle 10-yard line. Rocks would finish the drive with under 10 seconds left in the half. Ford from a yard out, his 9th score of the year. Shamrocks roll at home 42-20, almost a similar score that they had the last time these two teams played. Again, that was 43-20. Tate Ford, 156 yards in the ground. Ott, 299 through the air, along with 4 scores.
Heading east past Telegraph Pass on Interstate 8 to Welton. The Rams hosting Kingman Academy and looking to get back in the win column in the first quarter. Rams go for it on 4th and long, and check out Abraham Moreno on the fake punt. Lots of real estate, and he takes a big hit, but guess what? That's a first down. And moments later on the drive, 3rd and 12, Antelope and Figueroa finds Martinez for a first down. That would be followed by an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty on the Tigers. Tack on 15 more yards. 1st and 10 now. Figueroa is going to find Ozzie Martin, and he is loose. Martin in for the score. However, the Rams do fail on the 2-point try. Rams up early. Final score Rams, though, 35-14, and they improve to 3-1.
Hey, we're just getting started as we have some big rivalries in the Imperial Valley to share with you.
Calexico looks to stay perfect this season in Holtville. Also, the Imperial Tigers doing something for the very first time in program history. We're going to share it all after this quick TV timeout.
You're watching Friday Night Lights on News 11. Go Hawks!
Special report.
Spectrum brings us Spectrum One, where Spectrum Internet, advanced Wi-Fi, and unlimited mobile come together to keep you seamlessly connected wherever you are!
Switch to Spectrum One and get 300 megabit internet for $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi and one free line of unlimited mobile with no contract. Call 1-833-743-4999.
The Coopers here just got Spectrum One. Why did you switch?
With Spectrum One, we get a super fast, reliable connection. Look, with Spectrum Internet, I can stream Spectrum News across all our devices.
And the advanced Wi-Fi has enhanced security and privacy features that automatically block online threats, keeping our family and devices safe and secure.
How reliable is Spectrum Mobile?
It's a super reliable service coast to coast.
And it includes nationwide 5G.
Switch to Spectrum One and get 300 megabit internet for $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi and one free line of unlimited mobile with the fastest wireless speeds. Call 1-833-743-4999 or visit a Spectrum store today.
Better, a small word that carries big promises.
Better means raising the bar on care and lifting our community up.
It's exceeding patients' expectations.
Better means training a new generation of family physicians.
It's having compassion for our patients.
Better means a continuous look at performance and process improvement.
At Yuma Regional,
we believe in better.
The sizzling summer is here. Ensure your safety with these essential tips. During extreme heat hours, it's best to stay indoors. Opt for loose and breathable clothing with a cap or hat. Generously apply sunscreen to your arms and face. Hydrate your body with plenty of fluids and eat nourishing foods. And never leave children or pets unattended in a vehicle. And remember to stay cool and stay safe this summer.
FNL, sponsored by Southwest Turf and Rock.
Welcome back to Friday Night Lights. We're marching down the field and picking up every first down along the way.
Yes, we are. We're going to turn our attention now to the Imperial Valley with the Calexico Bulldogs looking to stay perfect on the air as they travel to Holtville to face the Vikings.
Now, before we get to that, a battle of two teams that went deep into the CIF playoffs a year ago as Palo Verde invaded Imperial. Tonight, a first ever for the Imperial Tigers, blackout night, with the Tigers sporting all-black unis.
They were sweet indeed. So we're going to go to Shamato Simpson Stadium where the 3-1 Imperial Tigers hosted the 2-2 Palo Verde Yellow Jackets. First drive of the game, the handoff is to J.J. Jimenez. Jimenez is going to spin out of one tackle, break another, and get himself close to a first down. Later in the drive now, Jaden Ayala is going to sling it, but it's going to be tipped and intercepted by Gabriel De Leon. Ball to the Yellow Jackets. The next possession, Januel Fernandez is going to get it on the option. He's going to bust through the line, break a tackle, and get a first down for the Yellow Jackets. Again, a few plays later, Palo Verde is going to run the option, but this time the ball is going to pop free, and it's going to be recovered by the Tigers. That's going to be Joel Villacampos on it before being brought down, getting the ball right back for his offense. Next drive, Jaden Ayala on play action is going to connect with Jared Nixon on the slant. That's a first down. But the very next play, Ayala is going to fire it once again to the far side. It's going to be tipped again and intercepted, this time by Osiris Parrish. Tip drill's paying off for the Yellow Jackets. The next possession now, Palo Verde with the rare pass, and De Leon's going to hit Alonso Hernandez for a first down. This one was a defensive battle all the way through, and the Imperial Tigers came out on top 14-0, and they extend their winning streak to 4.
Love those Blacks.
Yes. Now we're going to go over to Holtville with the 2-2 Vikings hosting those undefeated Calexico Bulldogs. Back and forth first half, tied at 7. So we're going to start in the second half. Roberto Montejano is going to start in the shotgun. He's going to take the snap and keep it himself. He's going to follow his blockers. He's going to scamper and slither his way, and that's going to be enough for a first down. A few plays later, Montejano on the shotgun again. They're going to give it to Marco Esquire on the reverse, and he's going to get it and be close to a first down on the clever play. Same drive, third down. Montejano hits Frankie Loria Rodriguez. Rodriguez is going to pounce it to the outside, and that's going to be a first down. Calexico starting to put together a bit of a drive, but there's a little bit of trouble on the handoff, and it's going to be recovered by Brock Burnett. Possession to the Vikings, and they came out slinging it. Alonzo Cuevas is going to fire this one downfield for Raul Briseño, who's going to get the ball into the red zone and set up the very next play, and Cuevas is going to go to the air again, this time to the far side. Alan Carrillo is going to take it in for the touchdown. Holtville takes the 14-7 lead, and they cruise in the rest of this one, winning 28-13.
Coming up, we take a little rewind as we had some Thursday night football featuring the Central Spartans and some flag football as well from Cal Jones Field. We're going to be back right after this quick water break.
Hi, I'm News 11's Jacqueline Aguilar, and coming up Monday on Sunrise, a new study reveals an abandoned Apollo 17 lander left by U.S. astronauts on the moon is causing moonquakes. It was left back in 1972. We share the new insights the analysis offers. And another study finds that extreme heat and flooding could cost the global fashion industry $65 billion. Find out which countries predict a drop in earnings by 2030, Monday on Sunrise.
We are days away from another Friday Night Lights. We have over a dozen schools that I need to know every single one. Let me know what you know so far.
All right. We got the Yuma Criminals, Southwest Eagles, Central Spartans, Brawley Wildcats, Calexico Bulldogs.
You got it.
Getting there.
Guys, I think Chaz got it. Watch FNL Friday nights at 10:15 p.m. FNL, sponsored by Southwest Turf and Rock.
RDO Equipment Company knows the real mission is outside, in the real-verse. There's a garden to build, a driveway to maintain, and snow to blow. Jobs that only real versatile equipment can do right. Find the right John Deere compact tractor package with RDO to conquer everything the real-verse has waiting for you. Enough with the metaverse. Equip yourself at an RDO store or visit RDOequipment.com to select the perfect tractor package to take on the real-verse.
When the safety of a home turns into a place of fear. When we find that someone can't advocate for themselves. When we find our vulnerable friends, family, and neighbors in unsafe situations, it's our responsibility to speak up. Visit speakupaz.org to learn more.
¿Cuándo?
Sunday.
¿Sunday? De la otra semana.
No, this Sunday.
With an available interior work surface, an available Pro Power on board that acts as a mobile generator, Ford F-150 has all the capability and technology you need. See your California Ford dealer today, because when we are unidos, we are stronger.
Man, I love it when the fans are a part of this too. So we had Brawley, we had Central.
Student sections were showing out this weekend with all black and the Imperial too.
They're doing well. Week 5 of Friday Night Lights. Hard to believe. I mean, it's going.
It's flying by
really quick. And we can't forget some of the games we had earlier this week.
Yeah, well, I was at Cal Jones Field twice. We had girls flag football and boys football last night. So let's start on Thursday night with the action last night between the at Cal Jones Field. It was a top 20 matchup between the Central Spartans and the Granite Hills Eagles. And so we'll start on the first drive of the game. Max Turner is going to get the ball on the carry, but he is going to be bottled up by Josiel Rodriguez and Arturo Estrada, going nowhere. Same drive, 2nd and goal now, and the Eagles give it to Pablo Jackson, who's going to bounce it to the outside, cut back, and take it into the end zone for the touchdown. Granite Hills up 7-zip. Central will go 3 and out, so the ball's going to go back to the Eagles after these quick celebrations here. You see those big offensive linemen. Zachary Benitez back to pass. He's going to step up in the pocket, but be bottled up by Malachi Ocon and Felix Aguirre for a loss. Later in the drive now, we'll go to it, and they're going to give it to Turner. He's going to go untouched into the end zone. Granite Hills marching down the field to make it 13-0. Second quarter now, Central really struggling, and they need to get something going. Arturo Estrada on the return. He's going to bounce it to the far side, turn on the Jets, and scurry down the sideline to give Central some great field position. However, they turn it on downs. It was just one of those nights. They were better in the second half. However, they would still fall 34-6 and drop to 3-2. The Central Spartans ran out to a police sirens on 9/11 to honor first responders before they kicked things off against the Brawley Wildcats. So we'll start in the first drive of the game. Madeline Marcacho is going to buy time under pressure before she's going to connect with Amber Medina for a nice gain. However, this drive would end in a punt. First possession for Brawley now, and they're going to give it to Delia Young, and she's going to take the end around all the way for a first down. Nice gain. And it's going to be a 4th down now. Bree Montano's going to drop back to pass, throw it to the end zone, but too high, and it's going to be intercepted by Gianna Medina. Next possession now for the Central Spartans. Marcacho's going to roll out and fire, but she's going to be picked off this time by Gianna Montoya. Ball right back to the Wildcats before halftime. And they're going to make the most of it with Young breaking free for a touchdown to give Brawley a 6-0 lead going into the half. Second half now, Montoya is going to throw to the right side. It's going to be tipped and caught by Young, and she's going to take it into the end zone. Central would score later, however, it would not be enough. Brawley takes home a 12-6 win.
And now, FNL Play of the Week, sponsored by All Play Synthetic Lawns and Landscaping.
For our Player of the Week, we take you out to Welton and the Rams. Take a look at this. Figueroa to Martin, and he is loose. Gone. Welton with a big win tonight, 35-14. Take another look. It is so sweet. Right down the middle, down the hashes, and he is gone. Our Play of the Week. Now to our out-of-town scoreboard. Now, if you're asking why we didn't have Calipatria highlights, it's because the hometown boy, Jalen Fong, decided not to cover it. It was his assignment today. Hornets hosting the Raiders of Southwest out of San Diego. This one went to overtime. 21-14 Southwest wins. That's because Jalen didn't have it on camera. More scores. Southwest, the one from El Centro, they lost to La Quinta, the Blackhawks 50-20. Roll the page real quickly. And we also have coming up here, Brawley, a big win over...
Keeping good things going on offense.
That should be University City, not Home City, 33-7. San Pasqual loses on the road, 50-28. We have some real quick time for our helmet props of the game. Helmet props of the night. Holtfeld, hey, you got my helmet prop
Big
because
win.
you knocked off the undefeated Calexico Bulldogs.
And my helmet prop goes to the Imperial Tigers defense. Pitched a shutout today. So, big day for the defense. Palo Verde, tough option attack that they were running.
That's right. That's with today's best. We take the victory formation, send out a tip of the cap to our viewers, our GM Dave Miller, news director Ernesto Romero, our sponsors, Luis Lopez as well, Vanessa Gangora. Thank you all so much.